I just might hate myself in the morning, but what a dandy time I'll have tonight! And it's such a roller coaster week to week, and finally I'm settling in. The script is frozen now, so the difference really is just the audience and my performance. But for the first few weeks, it was really a different show every week. So now at least I can settle in and get more confident in knowing my lines. I've been a Garland fan all my life, but what I learned reading Heartbreaker was that another enormous problem Judy faced was colossal, crippling debt. There's nothing glamorous about Judy's debilitating financial problems. I never wanted to identify with that aspect of Judy Garland. And yet here we are.
I was completely blown away by it. Ben is doing this, I've seen this show and his last show, and he has a whole new genre of theater, which is kind of combining stand-up comedy with autobiography, with prose, storytelling. It's really a very unique experience theatrically.
Well, this was a fascinating show for me because I have known Ben for a long time, and when I first heard the workshop version of the show, I was very shocked because these are stories that I guess he must have been telling for years ago, but which he hadn't told for a long time. And so a lot of people who had met him fairly recently, like in the past 10 years, as I had, didn't know these stories at all. And some of them are really quite surprising.
My sliding scale shrink keeps making suggestions, like maybe I can't afford Broadway theater tickets, or maybe I can't afford taking taxis, or maybe I should try Debtors Anonymous. So I go to a Debtors Anonymous meeting in this office building on Union Square West, but everybody is really old and sad and seems really stressed out. I don't go back. Also, I quit therapy. I mean, who has the time? And I wanted to do a show, and this is like what I have to say right now. And also, I was fooled by my last show because I was not at all scared with Patty issues. I mean, I was scared about performing because I'd never done that, but I was not scared of telling the stories. And everybody was like, it's so brave, and I was like, meh. So this time I was like, I guess I'm just not someone that gets afraid. But no, I'm terrified. This one is actually, I'm like so nauseous every time. I talk about people that I stole from in this show, and I talk about prostitution and drugs, and my parents want to come.
I guess because he talks about what seems to be his real experiences, and that they're written about in a way that the audience can really relate to them, even if they don't necessarily have the same specifics. I think everybody knows what it's like to struggle with money. I don't think everybody's necessarily stolen from their friends in order to pay their bills, but some people have.
Oh, he's just totally charismatic and charming and funny and delightful and so comfortable in his own skin and so at ease. I mean, he made a little flub tonight, but it was hilarious because he acknowledged that he made a flub, and he does connect with everybody. Looks right into people's eyes and tells this very deep, this deeply personal story.
It's been empowering to say out loud, I'm an alcoholic. If somebody passes me a glass of champagne, I don't have to stop and think. I have something defining to carry me through. But you're not supposed to talk about money. It's tacky. I've spent my life embarrassed and afraid to say to the world, to say to myself, I can't afford that. It's exciting, the beginning of the run with so many people I know coming to see the show and so many people that work for, publications, but it's also really nerve-wracking. I sort of miss the days later in the run, or I look forward to the days later in the run when it's just a sea of anonymous faces and I can just be an actress.